Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the KGB. Now look, don't worry. I'm not here to lecture you on how to make an authentic Philly cheesesteak. No, what we're going to do today is we're going to use the inspiration from that Philly cheesesteak and make ourselves a great tasting sandwich. Now look, this has been another party pleaser of mine. I've been making cheesesteaks for a long time, but what we're going to do today, and is a first for me, is we're going to make a cheese sauce to go with it. Because today, we are putting the cheese in cheesesteak, baby.
Now, what the KGB boys didn't know was that was the decision that would send them down Cheddar River without a cracker.
Them crazy boys down at a KGB, cooking up a storm for you and me. With the food they're serving, they're gonna go far. They ain't no stopping Kramer's Grill and Bar.
All right, so cheesesteak. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I've been making cheesesteak sandwiches for a long time.
Yeah.
Poker games, everything else, but I've always loaded up the cheese while the meat's on the griddle. So we're gonna do that. Oh, we're doing that.
You didn't tell me we were doing that.
Don't think we're not doing that. Because we're not. For the first time, I am going to add a cheese sauce.
Oh, nice.
We're really putting the cheese in cheesesteak. This is going to be, this may just turn into a cheese sandwich.
Oh, what's the meat? What's the meat garnish?
With a little meat garnish. We could chop up the meat garnish at the end and just sprinkle it on top like bacon bits on a salad. Suddenly that sounds like the better sandwich to make, actually. Backyard cheesesteak, Philly inspired cheesesteak. So, not a whole lot of ingredients to this. Little onion, little red and green pepper, mix up the flavors a little bit. And we are going to add some jalapeno. Woof. Because of course we are. Little fresh garlic. And of course, star of the show, we have some very thinly sliced beef loin. Let's start cutting stuff up. Now, now we should get the camera. Maybe we should start doing the camera.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, we are so professional, so professional, so professional. So we are going to cut these relatively thin. Keep your fingertips away. Knuckles, not this. I wound up in emergency once peeling a potato. So I had a potato peeler and I was peeling my potatoes. I was rushing through it all.
Yeah.
And I remember one chunk. Oh. And I literally watched the top of my finger fly into the garbage. Oh. And then it was like Mount Vesuvius coming out of the top of my finger. So I've got it all wrapped up, everything else, and I head down to emergency over at Motion Picture. The doctor couldn't have been any less impressed. I told him, I'm like, okay, listen, I've really done some damage here, and he goes, all right, let's take a look. Actually, he made me feel embarrassed for even coming to the ER. That was his attitude. Really? You came in for this. I'm like, well, I know, but I'm down 2 quarts of blood. All right, so here's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with this. Okay, so now we're going to cut up some green pepper. I've got a couple of green peppers here. Let's add a few more.
Come on. Too much is
We have the pepper. It's not like we got to go get one. I think I'm actually even making these slices a little too thin. But like I say, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's all going to taste the same. If we're going to cover this in cheese sauce, anyway, who is going to cut that sandwich in half? Like, who's going to take a bite out of it and go, "Oh, come on, man." on! You cut them thick! You cut them thick! Oh my God. All right, so there we go. Little jalapeno, right? So just wear gloves.
Yes.
Wear gloves and, you know, don't wipe your eyes. So I'm going to take the top off. I'm going to split it. Most of you know this. The heat in a jalapeno, most of the heat is in the seeds. If you want to go crazy, you can keep the seeds in there. You know what I do? I take a spoon and I drag the spoon along the inside and I just pull the seeds out like that. So again,
you're doing strips.
You can split. Nah, we're gonna.
Oh, you're gonna chop. I got
We're gonna go. You know.
Sure.
I just cut this into thirds, and then into little pieces, like that.
Fat little chunks.
Fat little chunks, and
That's my nickname when I was 5.
No way. Fat little chunks. Fat little chunks is your OnlyFans name, isn't it? Fat little chunks. Fat little chunks. That's awesome, though. First of all, best band name ever.
I was about
Fat
to say.
Little Chunks.
I would
Best band name ever.
I'd pay good money to see Fat Little Chunks.
Great name for a restaurant. Fat Little Chunks. Come on. Are you kidding me? This is a really easy way to mince, but I'm super worried that this table isn't sturdy enough.
Oh!
All right. Jesus.
You're doing really well.
Right? And then if you want to, that's not a full hit, but you can go back, obviously, and chop, and there you go. Boy, that seems like a lot of garlic. You know why? Because it is! Because it is a lot of garlic. We're going to use the blend, which is salt, pepper already in here, and garlic. So here's my thing. Cook easier, not harder, right? Perfect blend of these spices all coming in one handy little container. Same thing with this. I use this everything rub on pretty much everything. Yeah, I could take the time to, you know, measure out the individual spices and do whatever. One-stop shop. You know what? Time for a little bread. So,
tell me
you know
about
what I'm
your
starting
bread.
to realize? Our master is just going to be me. Would you at least get in the shot?
I'll get the
for whatever. Bread is whatever you prefer. So you have your traditional like hoagie, right? And then you have this little Mexican beauty here, which I use. Yes. There we go. See, so I just like the size of it. I just like the way that the meat's going to fit in here. Now, here's the other thing too, is you can actually pull a little of this bread out and make a little more room for the meat, but we're not going to do that. Why? Because we're going to toast it. I'm thinking, should we do one of each?
Yes, for sure.
All right, let's do one of each. Let's use our mayonnaise.
Don't be afraid of mayonnaise, folks.
Don't be afraid of mayonnaise. I think we're ready to go.
So your grill's been heating up the whole time?
No, absolutely not, because that would mean we're efficient. Would you get in this shot?
Get the shot.
There we go. You need to hear that. You need to hear that whoosh. There we go. And then you need to get your face in here like this. I'm going to put a little oil on here just to get things, a little neutral oil.
A little vegetable oil, right?
Little, well, canola oil.
Oh, canola.
Yeah, I mean, vegetable. I mean, canola oil. Why? Because canola oil has a very high smoke point.
Yeah. Spread your mayonnaise out, boys. Spread your mayonnaise out.
There you go.
Make it smooth without a doubt, boys. Spray your mayonnaise out. And that's public domain, so we're cool there. Tie me kangaroo down, boys. Great. Now it's stuck in my head.
So he tanned his hide when he died, Clyde, and that's it. Hanging on the shed all together now. We're going to get the vegetables out of the way here.
Oh, nice.
So let's do... We don't want the vegetables to get too cooked down. We want them to keep a little bit of structure. So we're going to move these around. Everything rubbed. This has got some salt in it. As you know, I don't use...
You don't add salt.
I don't use a lot of salt. I mean, obviously I'm adding salt here.
Yeah.
But this is going to season. This is going to season this up. Get everything to sweat a little bit more. Boy, that's a great master, isn't it?
I'll back up.
Someday, folks. Someday we'll figure this out. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look, we got some nice stuff happening here.
Yeah, I love that. What you got there, Eric?
Little something. Little something.
Little something called...
Little something. Little something called butter.
Why butter?
Come on, man. Colors are really selling me on this. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Because we're so aesthetic here at Kramer's Grill Bar. Oh, we spend hours with tweezers building this stuff. Oh, look, see?
Yeah.
This is nice.
This is really nice. People eat with their eyes first.
Right.
And
Which is why we're going to cover this whole thing in cheese. You know what we could do? There should be a ramekin full of cheese dip so that everybody takes a big spoonful of cheese first and then a bite of the sandwich.
I would do that.
Bite of the sandwich first, then a big spoonful out of the...
I would do that. I would totally do that.
KGB, get your cheese shot.
Oh.
Come on, a cheese shot? Absolutely. I think we're there. I think we're there to the point where it is time to add the garlic.
Oh, I missed the garlic. Yeah.
I'm putting this in right at the end, just enough to get the garlic going. So you'll smell the garlic, and the temperature isn't crazy, so we're not gonna scorch and burn the garlic. And plus two, we're gonna pull this off. These vegetables are going to sit with the garlic for a little bit, so the garlic's going to get even more of an opportunity to be garlicky.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm really happy with how this turned out. We're going to cover that up so that it can sit for a little bit.
Burnt Little Bits, a bad name for a band.
Yes. Burnt Little Bit. No, not necessarily. Burnt Little Bits? Wouldn't you listen? I would listen to Burnt Little Bits.
Putting your buns on the hot grill. Put your buns on the hot grill.
Yep. I broke my hoagie.
You broke your hoagie?
I broke my hoagie. Just always keep the bread moving. Always check, because it's kind of amazing how quickly this will. And I'm pressing down in the middle here to make sure the middle gets some love as far as this toasting goes.
And I just like mayo on a sandwich. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, mayo being mayo is great.
This is best of all worlds here.
Okay. Yeah. Now meat, you want something a little fatty. Here's the thing, a lot of people use ribeye, which obviously ribeye makes like a fantastic sandwich.
Oh, hell yeah.
I would rather have my ribeye as a steak, man.
Exactly.
Like I watch people cut up those ribeyes and I go, so you can, we got a little beef loin here. You can go to Costco and you can get like 4 pounds of it already thinly sliced, which is what I did. And you get these lovely little slivers of beef loin, right? Still lots of fat. Let's add this. Remember Mr. Wagyu?
Wagyu, bring in the fatty delicious.
Now, why are we doing this and not oil? Because this is going to give us a little more beefy flavor. We're going to add our beef.
Oh, all at once.
Oh! I could have done this in batches, but you know what? I'm not going to. All right, here we go. So initially what we're going to do is just try and spread this out a little bit. Work this into the tallow. We're going to want to get some color on this. We're going to want to get those nice browny crispy bits.
Yummy.
So, we're going to push this around, add a little blend. Salt, pepper, and garlic. I don't like to get crazy with the spices on my beef. I just, honest to God, just salt, pepper is good enough. Add a little garlic, even better. You know what else I learned?
What's that?
Never keep your cold Guinness too close to the griddle.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see where we're at. Oh, here we go. See?
Nice.
Now we're starting to get a little color on there. I'm going to let this go a little bit longer. So here's what I love about cheesesteaks. And why cheesesteaks are so great for parties and stuff. I can make a batch of cheesesteaks well in advance. I can load up all the buns. I can wrap them in foil so that everything in there starts to steam a little bit. I can keep them warm for when everybody comes over, and everybody can just grab one. The other great thing about this is it's also very social. So I can be out just cooking everything up all at once, and as people want sandwiches, they can just step up. I can load them up. We can have a little conversation. How's your day? What's going on? What stocks do you like? Send them away. Time, I think, to flip this over. Yeah, there you go, baby. There you go.
Pretty.
Look.
Gorgeous.
Look at what we're doing. So, once we got the color we like, we're going to come in here and we're going to shred this up a little bit. All right, now it's time to add the vegetables back in. Could I block that shot anymore? Vegetable-wise, I think that came out pretty good.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Okay. We're using a little provolone, which is sort of my go-to cheese for this, along with others. So we are going to add... We're gonna add all of it. We're gonna add all of it. And then while that brown's on the bottom, we're gonna let that cheese melt a little bit. We're gonna incorporate all that cheese. And then we're damn close to making sandwiches.
What?
You know what, while we're finishing this? Why don't we show you the cheese sauce that we made a little earlier? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, now we get to the sexy segment of our video here.
Oh, yeah.
Making a little cheese sauce. Bon, chicka, bon, chicka,
Now,
bon.
this is a double boiler situation.
Yeah. Well, this way we don't burn or scorch the sauce. Larry, scorch? Storch.
From F True.
Storch, yes.
I know who you're thinking of.
So, all right, we're going to start with a couple of cups of milk here. We are going to add Velveeta, the super cheese.
Velveeta, people look down on it, but it doesn't split.
You know what? The wrong people look down on Velveeta. Does your dog look down on Velveeta? No. Your dog looks up to Velveeta because it is the super cheese.
You also put cream cheese in there.
Put a little cream cheese in there, and then now we're just going to let this melt and start to form a little sauce here. Use the magic whisk.
It's very loose at this point.
It's very loose at this point, but you know what? We're going to be adding a lot more cheese. So we're going to add some freshly grated cheddar.
You like the freshly grated over the bagged, right?
Well, yeah, because the bagged has like flour and stuff in it, and it doesn't
Keep it separate.
Yeah, it just doesn't melt as smoothly as a freshly grated block. So don't be lazy. Get yourself a block and grate it.
Nothing sexier than grating cheese.
Okay.
Is
this video still going? This is like 20 minutes of like melting
your
cheese.
seasoning. Come on, be proud of that.
Little everything rub, because as I said, I use it in everything. Whisk that back in. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do this, but you know what? Pepper jack, baby. Should always add pepper jack. Always.
The pepper jack gets me.
The pepper jack gets me. And then, so now this is just a balance of adding more cheese, adding more milk, depending on how thick you want this. It should coat a spoon and but still have a nice flow to it.
Oh, look, already we're here. So now,
Oh, look at that.
we are just going to mix all this up. It's just for the two of us.
That's crazy.
It's just for John and I. Oh, look. So that cheese is already melting in there.
Yes.
All right, so. All right. There we go. Look at that. Now, buns are toasted. Meat, vegetables are ready. Cheese sauce is made. Let's plate this sucker.
All right, let's build this puppy.
Making sandwiches.
Well, not puppy. Let's build this cow. Let's not.
Please do not use puppy in this
Let's
sandwich.
not get in trouble already. All right, so I'm going to put a little cheese sauce on the toasty bun.
Nice.
And then we add the meat. Honestly, this couldn't be any simpler.
You've already done all the work here.
Yeah, we're pretty much there. Now we're just going to add our little cheese. Oh, look, we're back to sexy time.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Do you want me to go get you some arugula or some
Oh my
baby
God,
spinach or
man.
something?
Maybe you just need to be quiet for the rest of the video.
I gotta say, it's a gorgeous sandwich, so.
Oh, my Lord. Maybe we should have put some cheese on this. Holy cow, folks. Holy cow.
Good.
Good. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Oh,
Now, I'm just a simple country narrator, but that does look like too much cheese.
that is the cheesiest cheesesteak I've ever made in my life. Wow. It's good, but man, there's a lot of cheese there. You know what we're going to need? Are some paper towels. I feel like I'm bathing in this sandwich right now. Lesson learned about cheese sauce, right? What's great is you get like you get that whole mouthfeel with the cheese.
Yeah.
And then the steak spice hits.
Yes.
Like the texture of the steak and the
Yeah.
spice hits.
Yep.
This is it, the international sign for texture and spice hitting. I think the only thing I would change is I would absolutely go easier on the cheese.
If you're up on your feet and you got paper plates and all that, yeah, I agree. But if you're doing a sit down, I love this.
No, I believe me, I love this too. But wow, that cheese sauce is great. I'm gonna take that home with me and rub it all over my body as I'm driving back home.
It is a fantastic cheese sauce.
Oh, you know, God, Lee, you know what you could do? You could thin out this cheese sauce,
Yep.
heat it up a little bit,
Yeah.
add some bacon and stuff to
Oh,
it,
boy.
and make it a soup.
Oh,
Add
boy.
some bacon and potato with this cheese. Mm-hmm. But it truly is one of the messiest things I've eaten. It's one of the messiest things that we've created so far.
When you come to KGB and you order this, the first thing the server brings you is a tarp.
Yeah, no bibs, full on tarp. Do we put this on the menu, or do we think? I don't know if we put this on the menu. I think this is just for us. I don't know. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this.
I'm
goes on the
arguing with you on this in my head. I'll tell you what. Tell us what you think in the comments if you would go to a place and get this giant cheesy monstrosity, because I
It's
would.
really good. I don't know if this goes on the menu. You know, I think this is for one of my cookouts and stuff. Maybe it will become a menu item. So it's a win.
It's definitely a win.
It's a win.
Absolutely.
Can you eat on camera?
No.
Like, are you? I am so self-conscious about eating on camera.
Yeah.
I get. You know what my move is? My eating on camera move is this. Like, let's say we're having a conversation, and
Yeah.
now you want to just. I wait for you to ask me a question.
Well, blah, 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 and I want to know what you think about that.
Oh, you know what? You know what I think about? That's it. No, that's the move. I mean, it's this for as long as the scene. Yeah. No, you're a funny guy. Oh, hey, by the way, look, eating is obviously a trigger for me, especially in movies. If you're going to make a choice as an actor, ugly eater should not be the choice. Just because your character is hungry or hasn't eaten for a while doesn't mean you have to dig your face in there, make every noise conceivable. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't be the only person who feels this way.
I've never noticed.
Like, nothing takes me out of a movie faster. Then, are you hungry? Oh yeah, I am. I haven't eaten all day. Here's a second. And then the orgasm faces come. And the over chewing and the loud. You don't have to act eating. You don't. I hold a workshop on eating for film every Saturday, Studio City. Come to ericallenkramer.com to sign up.
Kramer's Grill and Bar. Kramer's Grill and Bar. No time to waste. Come take good taste. We'll treat you like a star.
Well, I gotta say, rubbing cheese all over one's body sounds like a pretty good idea.